afternoon, everyone. Wherever you're coming to us today, welcome to our third semi-final in our Future Anything Activate Finals for 2020. We're super excited to have you here. Thank you for carving out part of your day to help us support young people as they pitch innovative ideas that make their world a better place. Before we dive into some of the logistics of today, I want to show you a couple of pictures and maybe prompt some thinking. Firstly, I'd love for you to think about when was the first time you saw this image here. For me, it was when I was in primary school, and I remember furiously having to memorize the capital cities that went along with each state. I want to show you another picture now, and I'd love for you to think about how old you were when you saw this picture here. For me, it was much, much later than the first. In fact, I think I was in my mid to late 20s. And I remember being genuinely surprised that I didn't know of this map when it is infinitely older than the first one. I know today we're going to talk a lot about innovation and new and next best and tech and STEM and whatever else is hip and happening in the entrepreneurship space. But I want to kick off today by acknowledging elders past, present and emerging, and really honouring our Indigenous past, because for me, I believe that it's in acknowledging our past and honouring our past that is the catalyst for true innovation moving forward. So I would love for you guys to think about your own past and your own history and take the time to use that and those lived experiences as a catalyst to invent a future that is equitable for everybody. Today, we're super excited to share with you some of our top teams. We had over 200 young people apply for our Future Anything finals this year, and we've whittled them down to the top 20 teams who are pitching for the chance to go through to our grand final. We'd love for you to tweet and post about today, and you can do so through a few ways. We're obviously on Facebook, but if you're on Twitter or on Instagram, we would love for you to post some photos of where you are right now whilst you're watching our young people pitch. Using our handle and also using the hashtag Bending the Future. Our young people get a real kick out of seeing lots of excited people around Australia and the world who are interested in them and their thinking. So please do share your insights and your experiences across the course of our last two semi-finals for today, because we're halfway through. So how will today work? Well, hopefully we won't encounter any tech issues. Typically our finals go through big live events, but this year we're live streaming to you online, which is amazing. Any event that I go into, I always run with a rule of three, which is that the three things are likely to go wrong in the course of that event. So please bear with us if we encounter any technical issues that look a little bit like ice cream sitting on pavement, which has got to be one of the most disappointing moments in any summer. But if we encounter any tech issues, we'll be sure to communicate with you promptly around any link changes or how that works for you. So please bear with us while we navigate this virtual world to bring our young people to you wherever you are. How will today work? Firstly, who are we? My name's Nick Dyson and I'm the founder of Future Anything. But before I was an entrepreneur or trying to be an entrepreneur, I was actually a teacher in the classroom. And for me, the classroom looked a little bit like this. A little bit black and white, a little bit stale, a little bit like the guy in the bottom right-hand corner, kind of staring up at the camera. And whilst I was working in classrooms in Brisbane, I started to wonder whether there was a better way that we could use curriculum as a vehicle for young people to explore who they are and what they'd like to change about the world around them. So we started doing that. And initially our program was with one school and 100 students. And this year we've worked with just under 50 schools and 4,000 students around the country. And across the course of a term or two terms, our young people work with their teachers to build their own innovative, scalable and sustainable business solutions to the problems that matter to them. But don't let me tell you all about it. I'd love for you to hear from some of our students and teachers about the experience in being part of our Activate program.
I don't think kids are listened to enough. They don't get much of a say in a lot of things.
We're growing up in a tech age where we have all these pressures of school, technology, and the whole society has changed.
It's all about our generation, it's our future, and how we want to implement our ideas into the future so it's a better place for us.
The Activate program gave us the opportunity to give students a real problem that they had to solve, then also give them a real environment to pitch their business ideas to, something that was difficult to achieve here at Sheldon College.
So in a normal class, we usually have a teacher and we learn about the knowledge and topic of that certain subject. But in a Future Anything program, it's really interesting because we get to analyse, we get to solve problems and solutions by re-evaluating, designing, thinking of ideas.
Because they get to choose their group and their idea, they have that passion towards it, so it's not a forced work environment. They actually want to achieve what they're achieving themselves, so they've got that self-motivation.
You learn that business isn't all about money. It's about how you drive positive change within communities.
So it gives us the chance to really capture what we want to do and what we want to solve in the world.
I think it's important for students to learn the skills of being challenged and having to come up with ideas, because they are life lessons that you'll need to learn throughout your life. So being able to learn them in a safe environment and have support from teachers and from courses, it just allows you to be assisted and learn these challenges now.
We don't always have these opportunities to speak in front of a large crowd or pitch our ideas to a panel of judges, so it was definitely a great experience.
I would definitely recommend Future Anything to another school, just in that concept of the program's there for you, ready to go, and you're able to tailor it towards whatever you need, and you don't have to keep relying back on making content yourself.
And it's also enabling my students to connect with mentors that we didn't know how we could connect with them in the past.
I would encourage people my age to be involved in the program, because it's something so different that not many people actually get to do at school.
Just give it a crack. Don't be afraid, just get involved. Because it ends up being one of the best experiences I've ever had, honestly. It was amazing.
Fantastic to see the insights from our young people. So how Activate works is we actually work with our teaching teams in our schools to deliver a curriculum program over the course of 1 or 2 terms. We're actually aligned in subjects like English and humanities and STEM and business, and actually Year 7 health and PE. And our program culminates in the opportunity for our students to pitch their ideas, for the chance to secure the funding to launch that concept out of the classroom and in the real world. Regardless of the stream that our young people jump into, this is pretty much the mission that they have to embark on. So you'll see the pitches today are responding to some sort of iteration of this question, which is, as an entrepreneur, pitch an innovative idea that makes the world a better place. We challenge our young people to think of business ideas that are financially sustainable, but also leave a positive footprint behind at the end. And we do that using our Entrepreneur's Odyssey. And this is a 10-step process that we developed, combining design thinking methodology with what works for teachers and young people in the classroom. And it's really important to flag that our first 2 steps in our Odyssey are how did you get here and what matters to you? Because we believe that the best entrepreneurs are able to design solutions from their own lived experiences, fusing with their passions and interests. You'll notice that the last square in our Entrepreneur's Odyssey is a person stepping through a bit of a vortex. And the question is, how do we bend the future? Here at Future Anything, we believe that youth-led ideas have the power to bend the future. So it may not be enterprises that our young people develop out of our program, but if we can build a generation of young people that know how to identify problems that matter to them, have the skills and support to solve those problems, we're going to be okay. So over the last couple of years, we've had some incredible young people win our competition. 2 years ago, it was Tanika, and she designed socks that look like school socks above the surface of the shoe, but have these funky graffiti patterns underneath. A portion of her profits go to support Kids Helpline, because she believes that you don't know what's underneath the surface for a young person. Our winners last year were Culturehood, 3 students from the Ipswich corridor who were passionate about solving domestic violence within their Polynesian community. And they designed hoodies with the proceeds going to support initiatives that were making an impact in the space that mattered to them most. The question is, who's going to take out our 2020 grand final? Well, it could be one of our teams today, which is a super exciting place to be. How will today run? Well, I'm going to talk to you for a bit. We're going to introduce our judges, who are 3 incredible humans. And then we have 4 pitches for you today from 4 schools before our judges do the very difficult job of deliberating on who will go through to our grand final. Each team will have 3 minutes to pitch, and then we will throw to our judges for questions after that. And as I said, the judges will then deliberate and pick a winner from today who will get the golden ticket through to our grand final. Now, pitching is not just about winning. Here at Future Anything, we really believe that we're always getting better. And to do that, we would love for you to get involved today in providing our teams with feedback about what you like and maybe areas that they can get better. And so if you head to this link here, futureanything.com/semi-finals-feedback, maybe just chuck it in your phone or somewhere close to you now, you'll be able to pop some feedback in for our teams, which we compile and provide back to them so that they can take what you think and develop their ideas even further. Now, what's also exciting is it could be your vote that gets another team through to our grand final. As I said, the winners of our 4 semi-finals get a golden ticket through to our grand final, but there will also be one team that's chosen from the popular vote. So at the end of these 5 pitches, or 4 pitches rather, you will have the opportunity to pick your favourite team. And the team that secures the most votes from today's semi-final will go into a second chance draw. And one of the 4 People's Vote winners will then go through to our grand final as well. So if you know somebody who should be watching this so that they can back a team, send them a message and get them to tune in and watch, because having people supporting you is going to be really important when we get to that People's Vote. Now, I'd love to bring our judges in to introduce themselves now. We've got 3 pretty incredible humans. And guys, I would love for you to share maybe who you are, a little bit about what you do, but also maybe what's one thing that you're looking for in a good pitch today, or something that might inspire you or grab you about our young people. And Alex, I might start with you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Or yes, afternoon now. My name's Alex Affleck. I'm the Chief Technical Officer at Ordera. And here at Ordera, we make headphones, these headphones specifically. And our headphones do a hearing test, and then they alter the music based on what your hearing is like. So similar to what glasses do for your ears and glasses do for your eyes, these headphones do that for your ears. So they allow people that can't hear very well to be able to enjoy music and TV and stuff like that, like they used to when they had good hearing in their 20s, or if they've never experienced that before, they get to experience it like everyone else does. So I take care of the technology side of our business, which is very exciting. I'm an engineer by trade, so that's what I do day to day. In terms of what I'm looking for and what I think makes a really good pitch is an idea that you can get started on straight away. So having something that you feel like you can take a few steps and build some momentum early on, I think is super important for a pitch. And that's something that I'll be looking for. So thanks for having me, and I'm super excited.
Thanks, Alex. Alex is also works with us on YouthX as our other facilitator for our young people in that program. For those playing at home, YouthX is the only startup accelerator program for high school entrepreneurs in Australia. And we work with entrepreneurs over the course of an entire year to help them either launch their business or scale. And Alex is the key support for many of our budding entrepreneurs through that program as well. Liz, I'd love to throw to you. Tell us a little bit about you and what are you looking for from our young people today?
Awesome. Hello, everybody. I'm Liz Jackson, and like Nicole, I was a school teacher, and that was my first profession after I left uni, and now I work with a network of schools of 150 schools, in fact, and my job is really cool. I get to help the schools that I work with have a real focus on seeing the value in the capabilities that you can learn in relation to types of programs like entrepreneurship programs, and helps them see clearer pathways and develop greater partnerships with people both in and beyond school. So it's really exciting to be here, and what I'm actually looking for is the ability for you all to clearly articulate your solution that actually solves your problem, because a lot of time there's disconnect. So if you can really focus on what is my solution and how does that genuinely and accurately solve the problem.
Thanks so much, Liz. And Rosie, we'll throw to you. We had the pleasure of your co-founder in our previous semi-final, and we're stoked that the other exceptional half of Project Rocket can join us for this semi. But tell us a little bit about you, what you do, and what are you looking for today from our young people?
Sure. Thanks so much for having me, Nick. I will apologise in advance, everybody. I'm just regaining my voice, so I'm a little bit hoarse. But yeah, my name is Rosie, and I'm one of the co-founders of Project Rocket. So we're Australia's youth-driven movement against bullying, hate and prejudice. And so what that means is that basically today, at least, we send really passionate, diverse young people, a little bit older than a lot of you guys actually, into schools all over Australia to tackle bullying and hate and prejudice and basically help young people work out what they stand for and then give them the skills to build that world. But I actually started Project Rocket with my sister when I wasn't too much older than you guys. So I'm a massive believer in the fact that if we see something that we disagree with, if we want to challenge the status quo and we've got an awesome idea to do it, then the best way to do it is to just get started. So that's my big belief in the world. In terms of what you can bring for your pitch, the other judges have given you guys some hot tips, which are really awesome. I totally agree with those. My biggest piece of advice would be to back yourself, that there are 200 people that have put their ideas forward today. You're one of 20 people vying for a spot in the grand final. You've already made it. So I think if you can come take a massive breath before you start your pitch, show us your passion and just remember that you've totally earned your spot in the semi-final. So back yourself.
Oh, I love that, Ro. Thank you. And it's so good to have you involved through our program as it evolves, because obviously you and Luce were with us for our grand final a couple of years ago. Borders are a little bit different this year, but it's great to have you involved virtually from Melbourne as well. I want to just touch on the fact for our young people that our 3 judges have kind of identified the things that they want to see, but at no point have they said they want a polished pitch with no mistakes. Our judges are here today to see you and your idea, not a perfect pitch. So don't worry if you stumble, don't worry if things go wrong. We're here to actually see the essence of who you are. So we're going to pop our judges off screen now and we're going to throw to our first pitching team today, which is Heal It from Corinda State High School. So get excited, guys, you're up first. And what's really cool about this team is that we had a semi-finalist team step back from our finals. And so these guys have jumped on board with less than a week's notice to prepare for today. We're super excited to see you pitch. We're ready when you are, guys.
Heal your mind.
Change your life.
Hello, everyone. I'm Zainab.
And I'm Helen. And we are
The Heal It.
Our business is a partnership sharing between me and Zainab.
We will run as an online store as is the best option for us at this moment.
Next, please. Next, please. Ladies and gentlemen, teenagers often begin to experience difficulties in their early life as they go through many physical, emotional, and social changes, leading them to be the most vulnerable to feel pressure, gradually become more stressed, depressed, inferior, and likely to have low self-esteem.
This reduces the quality of their lives, influencing them to be involved in self-harming behaviors.
So low self-esteem must be alleviated, and that is how our healing journals is born to smash this problem.
As an advisor or as a friend, Healing Journal will help the teenagers be more resilient, productive, and ready to deal with their issues. Next, please. As you can see, there are 4 designs of Healing Journals, which include spiral and non-spiral designs with 2 base colors, black and white. Originally, we had 2 sizes, A5 and A6. However, we have adjusted the size to be only A5 in order to have more effective pricing strategy. Next, please.
So we are determined to produce products that have minimal and simple designs, but still be attractive and suitable for all types of consumers.
At the front, there is our logo name and business name. At the back, we have our slogan, Heal Your Mind, Change Your Life, and a big inverted triangle, which means water. It represents the tranquility, refreshment, and relaxation. Next, please.
Our healing journals have mood trackers, daily planners, weekly timetables, assisting you to organize your schoolworks and still have extra time for you and your family. Please have a look in our next 2 slices to see our prototypes.
Furthermore, Healing Journal also contains motivational quotes in every page, as well as a recommendation of other services like anonymous child psychologist. Next, please.
And next, please. We found our exact cost of production to be $11.93, including GST. At first, we are confident that our journal has a unique design and as is it 100% plastic free? As our cover is cardboard, the spiral is sugarcane, and the internal material are recycled papers. However, we noticed that having a sugarcane spiral is an innovative idea as no one really considered in making it yet, which will be our challenge in the long run.
Therefore, our initial plan will be using recycled plastic as our spiral and focusing on teenagers. In the future, our end goal would definitely be to produce journals with sugarcane spirals by cooperating with international suppliers. Next, please.
So for our promotion strategies, we will use school Facebook account to advertise healing journals, as well as publishing posters around the school to get our potential customer attention. We also plan to sell our products in the school uniform shop and provide a sample product in our school library. Our future expansion will be advertising through YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Google Ads.
In addition, we will conduct a campaign at school so students can express their feelings to those who share the same ideology and empathy, thus having a strong connection and creating awareness of this issue. This also enables us to comprehend our consumers' needs and demands to bring out a better version of our Heal It journal. Next, please.
From the bottom of our heart, we hope that our customer can go from zero to hero and live to their best every day. So quality is our quantity, our top target. Thank you.
Great work, girls. That was an excellent pitch. I can see that you've put lots of really hard work into your pitch. I'm going to welcome our judges back now to see if they've got any questions for you. How does it feel to be finished?
Really good.
Yeah, satisfied.
Awesome. Judges, I'll get you to throw up your hand if you've got a question to kick off. I love it when the judges are so polite they don't want to. Okay, Liz was in first. Great buzzing. You're up.
Hi, girls. I just have a question around your competition. So in terms of scaling your product and making your product sustainable in the market, have you thought about who your competitors are and what your major point of difference is between them?
Yeah. There's one called Barnes and Nobles who also have the same target as us, like reducing the anxieties of other teenagers and students. And there's also another one.
It's like Big Life Journal, and they are helping the same thing as like we're doing.
Yeah. There's one for children's and teenagers.
Awesome. Alex, and then I'll throw to you, Ro.
Great pitch, girls. I'm just wondering if you've thought about working with the schools to help deliver the journals through the, because I know that a lot of schools currently deliver journals as part of the sort of package at the start of the year.
Yeah.
So we have said in our script that we're gonna ask the school to put the poster around and then get the student attention. So like they're gonna know about low self-esteem issues, and yeah, we're gonna work together as a campaign. Like we run at our school, and then we share each other's story about low self-esteem.
Okay.
Thank you.
Great, thanks.
Rosie.
Hey, Zainab and Helen, that was awesome. I just want to say really quickly, I love the design. It's really inclusive and super cool. Well done. My question is, how will you know if the journals are effective in boosting self-esteem and really reducing that stigma around people talking about their mental health?
So we're making these journals because we know that we are teenagers and we're facing the same problem. I have low self-esteem too, and Zainab have low self-esteem too. So we understand teenagers because we are teenagers, and through our pages, we have quotes and like kind of like motivation quotes. So every day they can be like motivated and inspired, so they can work hard and to be more productive, and they're gonna know that not only them have low self-esteem, but also other people have it. So we trying to spread that idea to everyone. Yeah, thank you.
Great job, girls. It's always tough to go first and tough to take questions from the judges first as well. So you did a really great job. Well done. We're going to throw to our second pitching team for today, and this team's coming to us from Redcliffe State High School. Demergency, we're super psyched to hear your pitch today. We know you've been working really, really hard on putting this one together. And Redcliffe State High School, first year in our Activate program, and has got a team through to our semi-finals, which is really exciting. Boys, how are we feeling?
Pretty nervous.
Yeah, a bit nervous.
So remember, Alex said before we started that he's a nervous farter. So if you guys like fart or sympathy farter, then he'll go with you. But no vomiting today, all right? Because if we vomit, I'm going to vomit. It's awkward. Feeling ready?
Yeah.
Good to go when you are, guys.
Hi, I'm Lachlan.
And I'm Jake.
And we are the co-founders of Demergency. Earlier this year, in our hometown of Redcliffe, a helicopter was flying over our house and was calling out, "There is an elderly lady lost and roaming the streets. She has dementia. Please call 000 if you hear her." It made us think of our own grandparents. This is where our idea was born, and we were determined to try and solve the issue of wandering dementia patients.
Every year, there are more and more people who fall victim to neurodegenerative diseases, an increase of roughly 10 million each year. Dementia sufferers can often be confused with their surroundings and no longer recognize their close family and friends. This results in 60% of dementia patients wandering at some point in their life. Wandering is a very serious issue, with 1 in 14 wanderers not surviving. Change slide.
Can we please change 2 slides, please? One more, sorry. Demergency is a multi-purpose app which includes many features to enhance the lives of dementia patients. These include a puzzle, a photo bank, and schedules. Change slide, please. Demergency's key selling point is its GPS tracking system, which, unlike other apps, will instead be attached to a medical bracelet. We will be hoping to use a universal medical ID bracelet recommended to us by Dementia Australia. The app will be connected to the GPS tracker, which will alert family members and nursing homes when the patient walks out the selected boundaries. Once alerted, they'll be able to open the app and clearly see the approximate location of the person. This means that they'll be able to be in a safe and secure location in a matter of minutes. As the faster we locate wanderers, the greater chance they have of getting home safely. Change slide.
We know you might be thinking that there are similar items in our marketplace, but we have some innovative differences from our competitors, including the photo bank, schedules, and puzzles. The photo bank that the app comes with can be used to store pictures of friends and family members. Photos of loved ones have been proven to help increase recognition and memory of dementia patients. The Demergency team is focused on making their thoughts and minds grow. By doing daily puzzles, it will stimulate dementia patients' brains and help with their memory and anxiety. Also, by having daily schedules, dementia patients will be able to stick to a daily routine, meaning they'll be less confused.
We have conducted some marketplace research and secured the support of two community organisations, Dementia Australia and United Care. This is proof that Demergency will help dementia patients and their families. Change slide. The standard app comes with the puzzles and photo bank. However, our key features, the GPS tracking and the schedule, will be unlocked for a monthly subscription of $6.99 Australian dollars a month. Once you have the app, you'll be able to go to our future website at demergency.com.au and order the app for $100 plus shipping. Change slide.
Demergency is a one-of-a-kind app which has unique features improving dementia sufferers' lives and safety. Together, we can make a difference.
Thank you.
Congratulations, boys. That was a really strong pitch, and I loved how you were able to take control of those slides and move them through, because sometimes that can be nerve-wracking, juggling the slides and the speaking. So you did an excellent job there. I'm going to welcome our judges back and see if they've got any questions for you. And Rosie, I might start with you this time, if that's cool.
Yeah, for sure. Well done, Lachlan and Jake. That's a really clever use of technology. I'm really interested to hear, I know a lot of older people are really lacking the confidence with technology. They can be quite apprehensive, whereas to younger generation, it's so easy to use. How do you sort of, tackle that issue that older people might be really scared to use the technology? Would that put them off using something like this?
Well, our main focus with the app is probably having it in like nursing homes, and doctors and family members would have the app, so then they could actually see, they can see when they're wandering and that, and it alerts them. But like with the puzzles and stuff, we'd hope that maybe the nursing homes or like family members would make it like a daily routine in their lives, and they'll be able to help them come over and like teach them. So maybe in the future they can actually do it themselves.
Awesome, great job, guys. Alex, questions for the boys?
Just a quick question, boys. How is the current the GPS tracker currently working? The bracelet that's out there already in terms of competitors.
Well, it's working well for other people. It's been proven to help a lot. We're mainly trying to get it so it's more popular and is more widely spread.
With like, because it's a big like technological task. So, well, we spoke to Dementia Australia, and we got some like they gave us a lot of feedback to how to use the app. So I'm pretty sure they suggested assertive technology to help. So like with the bracelet, like putting the GPS tracker in there. Yeah, and our app is different because like there's a lot of like apps in the marketplace with just the GPS tracking, but we also include, you know, the schedules, the photo bank, and yeah, the puzzles, and that just really takes it up to the next level, helping them with anxiety and like their depression.
Cool, thank you.
Great response, guys. I'll go to you first for the next pitch, if that's cool. So boys, incredible job with your pitch and answering some really tough questions around the tech side of your solution. So excellent work. Super excited to introduce our third team for today from Marymount College. We've got 7th Green going to take our virtual stage now. I know they've been working really hard on their pitch, and I had the pleasure of chatting to these guys yesterday as well in readiness for today. How are we feeling?
Yeah, great.
Excellent. Are you going to like wave that one around, or it's purely just? Yeah. Awesome. Well, we're ready when you are. Make sure you use a big loud voice, and we're super excited to hear about 7th Green.
No worries. Hello, my name is Andrew. This is Mitch, and this is Magnus. Together, we are 7th Green. What is 7th Green, you ask? Well, 7th Green is a business that us three have created, which is motivated by deforestation after the detrimental bushfires that happen all around Australia. We saw an issue in the environment and decided to do something about the problem. Golf courses are really bad for the environment. Environmental specialists propose that golf is negative for the environment and it takes up a large amount of space. The size of golf courses span around to 150 to 200 acres. Next slide, please.
7th Green's products are Australian-made golf polos made from 90% cotton and 10% recycled polyester fabric, creating a comfy and soft feel. Every purchase from the 7th Green shop also contributes to trees being planted in damaged areas all over Australia to help regrow the habitats destroyed by the bushfires earlier this year. This will work by us donating $7 of the customer's purchase to an organisation such as onetreeplanted.org, which will then plant 7 trees to help recover from fires and replenish the natural land, hence our name. Next slide, please.
Did you know that nearly 3 million animals were killed or displaced by Australia's devastating bushfire season of 2019 and 2020? Well, One Tree Planted is a trusted organisation that was founded in 2014 by Matt Hill. The first ever project was to plant 20,000 trees and has planted 1.3 million trees in 13 different countries ever since, which has had a huge effect on the environment. Next slide, please. We help our customers get different results because not only do they get top quality golfing shirts, but they are helping the environment. They're helping the environment become healthy and undamaged, which is essential for human life. This means they'll feel like they're getting more from their purchase. This is, of course, knowing that they are planting trees whilst wearing these top quality golfing shirts. Next slide, please.
The profits from our company will be invested straight back into the business to further help it grow. These will be investments such as a larger variety of clothing to expand the business and to cover other costs. Our aim is to buy our 7th Green polo for $17 and to sell them for $59.99 for a $43 profit. $7 of this will go to planting trees. Our startup cost for 10 shirts is $170. We will use that money to continue our 7th Green business. We have done the math, and if we are buying and selling our polos for this price, after 100 sales, we'll make $2,500. This money will then be used to bulk buy more polos. Next slide, please.
Our ask for 7th green is $6,000. We will use those funds to improve our business, and we will hope to expand into other pieces of clothing in the future. Thanks for your time, judges. We are 7th green, full swing, but we never miss. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I love a great one, like mic drop liner at the end. So well done, guys. That was great. I'm going to welcome our judges back into the room now. And Liz, I'll throw to you first. Any questions for the 7th green guys today?
Hi guys, I really appreciated the social mindset that you attached to your product in terms of where your impact will be from a sales perspective, but I have some questions around your product. So your shirts, can you tell me about the product and the impact of the shirts on the environment?
So we're going to use recycled polyester fabric. We're going to donate trees to help the environment, but we're going to use like natural or organic materials to make the polos.
Every time we sell something, we're going to plant 7 trees, which is around $7.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Rosie, question from you.
Well done, guys. Love the golf clubs too. I always appreciate a prop. My question is around your customer demographics. Can you tell me a little bit about who your customers are and how you will compel them to choose your products over others?
So we're going to be trying to reach the market to golf shops like Drumming Golf and some pro shops like golf courses like just the pro shops, and we're going to have like advertise our shirts saying every shirt we plant 7 trees. It's going to be like a marketing tactic saying compared to other shirts where they don't do anything for the environment, and our shirts are sustainable for the environment.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. Alex, question from you.
Just a really quick one, guys. Have you asked many golfers what they think about the idea, or asked them if they were going to purchase the shirt?
Yes, I got a few contacts. I got a couple of players that play on the European tour, and I got a couple professionals that I've shared the idea with, and they think it's a great idea, and they'll jump on the train with 7th green.
Cool. Influencers are very powerful.
Yeah.
Great
Thanks,
job,
guys.
team.
Thank you.
Excellent news from our 3rd team for today from Marymount College. Well done, guys. I'm thrilled to announce our 4th and final team for our 3rd semi-final today. Up we have Michaela and her project, the I Am Project, and she's from Springfield Central State High School. So welcome to the virtual stage. How are you feeling about your pitch today? I know you've been working super hard on this.
Yeah, I'm a bit nervous.
Bit nervous? It's perfectly, in fact, I always say it's normal to be nervous because it means that you care. So we're thrilled to hear your idea and we're ready when you are.
Yep. Do you know the power of your own thoughts? You see, for me, I had what people would call a perfect life. I got good grades, I had an awesome family, and seemed simply happy. But inside, lurking underneath, was a different story. I thought that no one cared. Next. From this simple thought, I fell into a negative spiral of other thoughts, like no one sees me and I'm simply not enough. Although I wasn't the only one. I saw the same struggle in so many people around me, and I'm sure you have too. My thoughts informed a perception that was far from the truth. However, through this struggle, I found the worth of my thoughts, my life, and the power that comes with that. Only I had the power to decide who I was. If my seemingly perfect life could go down such a path, think how easy it would be for someone who has divorced parents, a chronic illness, or has lost someone close to them to go down a similar path to me, but not come out. Next. Hi, my name is Michaela Finch. I am 14 years old, and I am the founder of the I Am Project, where we believe in a world where our negative thoughts no longer rule our reality. We aim to do this by creating products that promote positive thinking through our I Am affirmations, while also donating 10% of the profits to Beyond Blue, a charity that strives to help every Australian achieve their best possible mental health. Next. The I Am Project is more than an idea. In August and September, our crowdfunding campaign reached our initial $1,500 target in just 5 days before going on to raise $3,500 with 60 supporters. This allowed us to produce our first product, laser-cut bamboo keychains with 15 different I am affirmations. Next. Since then, we have been awarded the 2020 Young Social Entrepreneur of the Year by the Greater Springfield Chamber of Commerce and have been featured in an article on Ipswich First, participating in an Ipswich City Council forum on mental health for young people. Next. We have launched our local shopping centre during Mental Health Week, and the response from the public was overwhelmingly positive. We sold nearly 150 keychains, generating around $1,500 in sales and donating $100 to Beyond Blue. Next. Since then, we have launched our website and online store at the iamproject.com.au. Next. Moving forward, we hope to grow the impact of the project through expanding our product line and increasing sales and donations to Beyond Blue. At this point in time, we would benefit from mentorship and help in creating a more consistent and professional brand. Next. Did you know that your thoughts have 10 times more power than what others say to you? And what you say out loud is 10 times more powerful again? So if the people around you are saying that you're beautiful or handsome, but then you say to yourself that you are ugly, then that is 100 times more powerful than anything that they could say to you. Next. Dark negative thoughts are like viruses. They lead to more serious issues like depression, anxiety, and even suicide. But together we can work to stop these issues from infecting future generations and build a society filled with love, support, and encouragement. Next. Thank you.
Fantastic pitch. Well done. I know you've worked super hard on that, and I'm excited to hear from our judges and the questions that they might have for you. I might actually start with Alex. So Alex, did you have any questions around the I Am project?
To tell you the truth, I think you just did a really good pitch. I don't have any immediate questions. I think it's fantastic, and I really like your initiative and the fact that you've got it already going.
Thank you.
No further questions from Alex. Ro.
Michaela, that was such an awesome pitch. Yeah, from the outset, I think the why you, why now is so important, and that really shone through. You've obviously gained so much traction already. You've got lots of supporters, got this like positive track record behind you. My question is, looking forward, in enabling you to scale the I Am project, what's the biggest challenge that you're facing right now?
Just finding time to get everything done and be able to put more time into growing it and expanding it and getting new products.
And one super quick question, sorry Liz, if you're wanting to jump in, super quickly, is it just you or do you have a team supporting you?
It's just me.
Okay.
Awesome. Great questions and great response. Liz, I'll throw to you. Questions for the I Am project?
A fantastic initiative. My question is around a marketing strategy, and I know just off the back of Rosie's comment with regards to it just being a well done for getting all that done on your own. If you were to think forward, instead of adding more product lines, how do you think, what's your vision for marketing and perhaps looking at influencers and how you would get your brand out there?
Yeah, I'm looking at doing some like ad campaigns on like social media with like my brand and doing like a brand awareness campaign.
Awesome. Alex, over to you.
Got a question now. The target market, who is currently buying your products and who do you want to buy your products into the future?
There's like a large range of people buying them from teenagers to adults, but I kind of have like two target audiences, as in like people who see people who are struggling with mental health and want to help them through that, and they can like give them a keychain as like a gift or something, or say someone's struggling themselves and they don't feel like they're enough or anything, if they would buy one themselves so that they could see and then counteract that thought.
Great, thank you.
Great work. Fantastic. Well, that closes our 4 pitching teams for semi-final 3. We're going to boot our judges out of this room, and they're going to have the tough job of trying to pick a runner-up and a winner. Hopefully they'll do so civilly. We don't know what happens in that room. They could have all sorts of conversations. But while they're doing that tough job of deliberating, we just have a couple of things that we'd love from you while we give them some time to do that. And the first one is if you have any feedback for our teams, and that could be stuff that you loved or things that might really help them with their ideas, then please, we would love it if you would head to this link here. And it doesn't have to be an essay that you write, but just jot a few notes down for your chosen team. We collate all of this information and we give it back to our team so that they have the opportunity to utilize the collective genius of everybody watching in order to further their ideas, their businesses even more. And I know that we've all been waiting for this link. We're just opening the people's vote now. So if you head to the link that is on your screen at this point in time and vote for the team that you loved the most, that team or the team that gets the most votes will have the opportunity to go through to our second chance draw for a wildcard entry into our grand final. So we're going to pop some music on and give you guys about 5 or 6 minutes to pop some feedback in for our teams and also drum up some support. So teams, make sure that you're messaging family and friends and supporters, anybody you can get a hold of to back you through our people's vote. We'll see you back in about 5 or 6 minutes time with our judges to reveal our winner, our runner-up, and also who has secured the most votes in our people's vote. We'll see you soon. Awesome. Welcome back for the pointy end of semi-final 3, where we invite our judges back in to deliver the verdict, which I know would have been a really tough decision between our teams that were pitching today. Before we get any of the announcements, I just want to let all of our 4 teams know how incredible their pitching and their ideas was. Every time we see young people step up on stage, whether it's virtual or in person, I'm constantly astounded by the bravery and courage of our young people. I think if I cast my mind back to when I was 14 or 15, there is absolutely no way in the world that I would have been able to deliver a pitch like that. So congratulations to all of our teams. And I hope that, as Rosie sort of said at the beginning, I hope that you feel a sense of accomplishment for being in the top 10% of our applications from this year to get to our semi-final today. Now, Alex, I hear you're doing the tough job of announcing our runner-up first and then our winner second, and maybe some thinking from the judges whilst you guys were in the other room deliberating.
Yeah, great. Thanks, Nicole. Yeah, just echoing what Nicole was saying there. Congratulations to all teams. We all know how tough that is, and everyone did a really, really great job. Yeah, it was pretty tough. It was really close. Obviously, all the ideas have a heap of merit. But yeah, I'll just announce the runner-up and the winner, and then I'll say something quickly about the other teams as well. But congratulations to Heal It for being our runner-up. Yes, video clapping.
Congratulations, guys. Runner-up.
Well done, girls. It was an amazing idea. We really liked it. I think it's a fairly low barrier to entry. It's a product that definitely needs to be out there. And I think it could be a really powerful tool for school kids around the country and potentially even adults. So really looking forward to seeing what you girls do with the project. So congratulations. And virtual drum roll. The winner is the I Am project.
Yay! Well done, legend.
Well done. Congratulations. Yeah, so obviously you've already started and you're very motivated to complete the project. So we were super impressed. We think it's something that definitely needs to be out there in the world, and it's very important work. So congratulations on what you've done so far, and also looking forward to seeing what you do in the future.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well done. And to the other teams and to the winners as well, please don't hesitate to contact us if you want some more feedback, or if you want to talk about your project in any way. Obviously, they've all got a huge merit, and we think it's super important work, especially because a lot of them are focused around health and, you know, social impact. It's something that we're all very passionate about. So please feel free to reach out and ask for some more specific feedback, and I'm sure the other judges as well. We're all really happy to provide that feedback and work with you in the future. So thanks for having us. Congratulations. And yeah, look forward to seeing you girls in the future and in the final.
Amazing. We have a couple of last things before I go into thank yous. Michaela, congratulations. We'll be seeing you pitch at our grand final, which is super exciting. Springfield Central, obviously a school that have been involved in our program for a number of years. So we're stoked to have another finalist through to the grand final in you. How does it feel to be pitching at our grand final in a couple of weeks?
Pretty good, yeah.
Yeah. You've done an exceptional job. In the meantime, whilst the judges were deliberating, I have been informed the People's Vote winner for semi-final 3. And so this team will have the opportunity to go into the second chance draw for the opportunity to be our wildcard entry for the grand final. So the team that amassed the most votes for our People's Vote for semi-final 3 is Heal-It, our runner-up team. So congratulations, guys. You are in the second chance draw for our grand final, and we will know by the end of today whether you are through to the grand final next week.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, Miss.
Amazing work, guys. And it's really cool for you to know that, like, of everybody watching, like, you were the team that everyone backed. So congratulations again. There's obviously a lot of love out there for your concept. So well done. I also have another announcement because we had some technical difficulties in semi-final 2. And so we actually left our voting for our People's Vote for semi-final 2 open a little bit longer from an equity point of view so that people could jump in and access that link. And man, we were overwhelmed with votes for semi-final 2. So for our teams watching from semi-final 2, the team that's going through to the second chance draw for the wildcard entry from semi-final 2 is Did I Say Yes from Kildare College. So congratulations to Sydney, who pitched excellently. You are through for that wildcard entry, and we will let you know this afternoon which team is going through. So congratulations to you. I just want to pause and obviously acknowledge, like, Alex, Rosie and Liz for taking the time to support our program and support our young people today. We know that you guys are super busy, and one thing that we're really passionate about at Future Anything is making sure that our young people have access to authentic voices who can help guide them in their journey. And so from me and the rest of the team at FA, I just want to say a huge thank you for your time. I know you're all super busy to carve it out and support our young people today. We really appreciate it. Epic. And in exciting news, we still have one semi-final to go. So if you had a cracking good time in the last 60 minutes, then you still have one more semi-final to jump into. Semi-final 4 kicks off in 30 minutes, and we would love to see you watching along to see who our 4th team is for our grand final that's going through. So thanks very much for joining us for semi-final 3. Congratulations again to our teams. Thank you to our judges, and we'll see you in half an hour.